All right, good morning, guys. Wanted to share with you today just a little bit about Mega Lunch. Again, we're on 4 lunches for 4 periods this week. Felt like that's always necessary just so that we make sure that our freshmen understand exactly what the expectations of Mega Lunch are, as well as all of our new students. We probably have 200 or 300 new students to Dobie, and Mega Lunch may be something new to them, so we want to make sure that we go through the procedures, what's expected of you during that 55-minute period. Mega Lunch is a great thing. This will be year 3 of our existence in Mega Lunch. There are schools all across the state of Texas now that have implemented this Mega Lunch concept, if you will. So you guys are trendsetters across the state of Texas. The success that we've had is due to you and the commitment of you as well as the teachers to make this thing successful, to do the things the right way, to clean the cafeteria and the hallways and keep them clean, to behave yourself, to go to tutoring, to take advantage of clubs. All those things make our Mega Lunch here at Dobie extremely successful. So I want to spend just a few moments this morning going over the expectations of Mega Lunch here at Dobie High School. All right, Mega Lunch is going to be one lunch for the entire campus, all students, all teachers, all administrators. It's going to be a 55-minute block of time between 4th and 5th period. There will be 2 parts of Mega Lunch. There will be an A and a B part. And this, of course, is for tutorials and club purposes. Dobie will remain a closed campus. That means you will not be allowed to leave off campus for lunch. We will have satellite food locations in both the gym and auditorium hallway concession stands. Okay, guys, we're going to have close to 3,800 students this year at Dobie High School, if not more. So obviously we can't feed everyone in the cafeteria at one time. We can't house everyone in the cafeteria at one time. So we really had to open our minds on what we wanted to do here. We're going to have 2 different satellite locations besides what's going to be served in the cafeteria. I'm in front of one of them right now, which is the concession stand in the gym hallway down by the gym and cosmetology area. We're also going to have a satellite location in the fine arts wing in the auditorium concession stand. They're going to be selling salads and burritos and chicken smackers and those sort of things. So you'll be able to access food from there. As far as seating, obviously we don't have enough seats for 3,800. Hopefully you'll be able to get your food either A lunch or B lunch and make your way either to the cafeteria, outside. We'll be opening up the hallways and the academic hallways, to sit and have lunch there. There may be seating, there may not be seating. That's really your choice. There'll be certain teachers that if you're going in for tutoring are going to allow you to have food in their class. Others will not. They'll share that information with you. We'll have signs posted in the classroom, much like the cell phones, where it says food allowed or food not allowed. Make sure you make that information ready for you and understand that you need to plan around that. If you know that teacher doesn't allow food in there, eat your food and then go in for tutoring. One thing I do ask is that you throw your trash away. There's no way that Mega Lunch will happen, will be successful if you leave trash in the hallways, if you leave trash in the classrooms, that sort of thing. There'll be trash cans all up and down hallways. Make sure you throw your trash away. That's going to be a huge piece to ensuring that Mega Lunch is successful. So again, you got to do some planning, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But I wanted to share with you there's 2 different satellite locations in which you can get food and plenty of seating all throughout the campus. Locker rooms, parking lots, stairwells. Now you can use the stairwells to access the bottom or top floor, but you can't just hang out here on the steps. You either got to be in the hallway upstairs or downstairs. The dark hallways on either side of the library. The library. Now you can come in during lunchtime and get homework done or research done or read books or anything like that. It's open. You just can't bring your food in here. All right, I'm here in the gym, and you're probably wondering, why is he in the gym during Mega Lunch? Well, we're implementing a new deal this year for behavior consequences. You get write-ups, you get charties. There's going to be lunch detention. We're going to implement lunch detention this year. And what that means is, when you're assigned lunch detention, as soon as that bell rings for lunch to begin, you'll make your way into the gymnasium. They'll check you in, and you'll be in the gym sitting quietly, not talking. You can bring a book. You can bring work to work on. but you'll have lunch detention for the entire lunch period. You'll be provided an opportunity at the end of lunch detention to go out into the concession stand out in the hallway, get the lunch that you need right before lunch is over with. So, new thing that we're utilizing. I don't expect to use it a lot because I expect you to do what you're supposed to do. That 55 minutes is going to be a time in which you're going to want to be able to be in your clubs. You're going to want to be able to be with your friends. You're going to want to be able to be around those that you like to be around and talk and stuff. Lunch detention, of course, is going to take that away. So I want to make sure that everyone is aware that we will be implementing lunch detention this year, and it will be a time in which you'll come again to the gym. You'll sit in the gym the entire period for lunch without any talking. Again, you can bring a book or something to read, and of course you'll be released right before lunch to get you some lunch before fifth period starts. So make sure that you're doing everything you're supposed to do to stay out of lunch detention. All right, you can take this time to go into tutoring. Each of your teachers are going to have 3 specific days that they'll be offering tutoring that you can go in if you need that specific teacher, or if you just need help in biology. It doesn't matter what the teacher is. There's always going to be that content teacher available every day, every lunch. So there'll be someone available to provide you the help that you need. You can also go in for makeup work. If you've got something missing, go in, take care of that makeup work. Retesting. If you failed a test and your teacher's allowing you to retest, you can do that during mega lunch time. Just get with that teacher, work that situation out. So there's a lot of things that you can do academically during this time. There should be no excuses. I hear it all the time. Well, I've got to go home. I've got a job. I've got to be home to pick my little brother, little sister up at the bus stop. We understand all that. That's why we're providing this time during mega lunch for you to get the tutoring you need, to get the extra help that you need, to get into those classrooms, do that makeup work, that makeup exam, that retest, whatever the case may be. Utilize mega lunch, all right? There's got to be a part of time management on your part. All right, so that's just a breakdown of the expectations and the logistics, if you will, of mega lunch. Again, we roll this thing out Monday, August 31st, so get ready for that. Just a few things here to remind you of. One, there are really 3 things you need to work on. One is time management. That's the most important concept of mega lunch. That's one thing that we're trying to teach you as you go through mega lunch all the 4 years of your high school career. Manage your time wisely. When you go to college, when you go into the workforce after high school, that's the number 1 skill that everyone says must be mastered, is that time management. So manage your time. In other words, plan out your tutoring. Plan out your clubs, look at your list, determine where you're going to go prior to the mega lunch starting on each day. No, I'm going here first, I'm going to grab my lunch, then I'm going to tutoring, or I'm going to this club, and then I'm going to grab something, and then I'm going to go to tutoring. Manage your time. It's extremely important that you take advantage of that time during the day again. So you don't have morning tutorials, you don't have afternoon tutorials, you have that 55 minutes each and every day to take care of makeup work, retake failed exams, study, go back in and get extra help from your teachers, whatever it is that you need. Again, manage that time wisely, if you will. The second thing to remind you of course, is behavior. Behave yourself during that 55 minutes of mega lunch. We don't tolerate fights, arguments, running around the building, acting silly, those sort of things. Those things are going to, 1, get you in trouble, and 2, hurt the cause of mega lunch. So make sure that you're staying away from that. Guys, if you choose to fight during mega lunch, it's going to cost you a 3-day suspension, and it's going to cost you 10 days at the guidance center, which is 2 weeks. We don't play around during mega lunch with that aggressive behavior. It's not going to take place. If you're having a beef with someone or you're having issues with someone, stay away from them. We've got the entire building open. You should be able to get away from your problems during mega lunch. So just wanted to drop that in there again. Behave yourself during that 55-minute period and protect that time. The last thing, of course, is clean the building. Make sure you pick your trash up. Make sure your friends pick their trash up. Don't leave the trash in the cafeteria. Don't leave the trash in the hallways. Pick it up. There's trash cans all around the building. Throw that trash away. Again, protect the time in mega lunch. Protect that 55 minutes. And this thing will keep continuing to go and be successful and be a time of enjoyment for each and every one of you. 2 things to remind you of. One is the very first day, Monday, August 31st of mega lunch. When the bell rings, don't run to the cafeteria. For years, freshmen, you've been taught that when the bell rings, you make your way to the cafeteria. Obviously, we can't put every student in this building in the cafeteria to start lunch. Make your time wisely. Make your plans with your friends. Where are you going to go? Are you going to tutoring? Are you going to a club on Monday? What are you going to do? Make all those plans prior to. Don't get on your phone. Remember, you can't have your phone out talking. You can text, but you can't talk. So don't go around talking during mega lunch. Where are you at? Hey, I need to meet up with you. That sort of thing. Take care of all that prior to. Again, don't run to the lunchroom and try to find your group of friends. Make plans prior to. The other thing I remind you of is that we have cafeteria vending machines in the 100s, the 300s, and the 400s, as well as a cart in the 200s. So there's food locations all over the building. So you don't necessarily have to go to the cafeteria to eat each and every day. So that's just a couple of reminders. Again, I'm excited about Mega Lunch. This is year 3. I expect it to be better than year 2 and even year 1. I know it's going to be great. You guys are going to make it great. You're committed to it. Again, protect your time, manage your time wisely, behave yourself, pick up your trash. All those things will continue to make Mega Lunch successful here at Dobie High School. So I hope you have a great rest of the week. Enjoy your weekend. Look forward to Mega Lunch on Monday, August 31st. Go Horns.